Welcome, everyone, to Ancient Alien Secrets, where we delve into the mysteries of the past, the unknown, and the otherworldly. Today, we're exploring a topic that bridges ancient religious scriptures and the modern theory of extraterrestrial life. Our focus is on Hazrat Nooh, known as Noah in Christianity and Judaism, a prophet who, according to the Quran, spent 950 years preaching to his people. Could it be that his struggle was not just against disbelief and immorality, but against alien forces and otherworldly beings? Did ancient portals exist that allowed beings from other planets to enter our world? Join me as we explore these fascinating questions. In the Quran, Hazrat Nooh is portrayed as a prophet who was sent to guide his people back to the path of righteousness. The Quran mentions in Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 14, "And we certainly sent Noah to his people, and he remained among them 1,000 years minus 50 years, and the flood seized them while they were wrongdoers." This verse clearly indicates that Noah's mission lasted for a staggering 950 years, a period that seems almost beyond human endurance. During this extensive period, Noah called his people to monotheism, urging them to abandon idol worship. Yet, despite his persistent efforts, only a few followed his guidance. The Quran describes the rest as indulging in arrogance, disbelief, and corruption. But what was the nature of this corruption? Could it have been influenced by forces beyond the earthly realm? While the Quran does not explicitly mention extraterrestrial beings, it does talk about the existence of jinn, created from smokeless fire, as stated in Surah Al-Hijr, verse 27. Jinn are considered non-human entities with the ability to interact with humans. Could it be that Noah's opponents were not merely human but influenced by alien or jinn forces? There are theories suggesting that extraterrestrial beings might have visited Earth during ancient times, possibly guiding or manipulating human societies. If such beings existed, could they have been actively working against Noah's message, perhaps trying to maintain their influence over humanity? This raises the question, did these beings have their own agenda that conflicted with the divine message? Now, let's delve into the concept of portals and alternate dimensions. Ancient scriptures and mythologies across cultures mention gateways or portals to other realms. In the Islamic tradition, it is believed that during the times of prophethood, the skies were heavily guarded. This is mentioned in Surah Al-Jinn, verses 8 to 9. "And we have sought to reach the heaven but found it filled with powerful guards and burning flames. And we used to sit therein in positions for hearing. But whoever listens now will find a burning flame lying in wait for him." Could this guarding of the heavens imply the presence of interdimensional or extraterrestrial beings attempting to enter our world? The idea of portals suggests that such beings could have traveled from other planets or dimensions to interact with humans, perhaps even to influence events on Earth. The presence of these beings during Noah's time could have led to conflicts, possibly explaining why his mission was met with such strong resistance. Let's consider the possibility of genetic manipulation. Various religious texts and mythologies talk about the corruption of mankind's purity. According to the Book of Enoch, which is not part of the canonical Bible but holds significant historical and theological value, the Watchers, fallen angels, descended to earth, took human wives, and fathered a race of giants known as the Nephilim. These beings were said to be powerful, often corrupting humanity both morally and genetically. Similarly, in the Islamic tradition, it is believed that Satan, Iblis, vowed to mislead humanity. In Surah Sad, verse 82, Satan says, "By your might, I will surely mislead them all." Could these fallen angels or jinn have been extraterrestrial beings? Were they tampering with human DNA, perhaps mixing it with their own to create hybrids? There are depictions in ancient carvings and sculptures, like those from Mesopotamia, showing beings with human bodies and animal or bird-like heads, such as eagle-headed figures. Could these be representations of alien-human hybrids? The Quran mentions in Surah Al-Mu'minin, verse 51, "O messengers, eat from the good foods and work righteousness. Indeed, I, of what you do, am knowing." This highlights the importance of purity and righteousness. The mixing of alien or jinn DNA with humans would go against this divine order, corrupting the purity of humanity. Ancient stone carvings and texts from various civilizations present intriguing evidence. For instance, the Sumerians, one of the earliest known civilizations, left behind depictions of beings with elongated skulls and bird-like features. The Assyrian carvings show winged figures, often with eagle heads, interacting with humans. These depictions raise the question: were these merely mythological symbols, or did they represent beings that the ancients actually encountered? In ancient Egypt, there are carvings of Thoth, the god of wisdom, depicted with the head of an ibis. The Anunnaki, in Sumerian mythology, were described as gods who came from the sky. Were these beings visiting Earth from other planets or dimensions? Did they possess advanced knowledge and technology that ancient humans could not comprehend, leading to their deification? The presence of these beings could have played a significant role in shaping early human civilizations and beliefs. To understand the possible interactions between Hazrat Nooh and extraterrestrial beings, let's cross-reference various scriptures. The Quran emphasizes the oneness of God and the purity of His creation. However, it also acknowledges the existence of beings like jinn, who possess free will and can choose to obey or disobey God. In contrast, the Bible's Old Testament and the Book of Enoch provide more detailed accounts of beings descending to earth and interacting with humans. The Book of Enoch, in particular, describes how the Watchers descended from heaven, led by a leader named Semjaza, to mate with human women. This union resulted in the birth of giants, who then caused great chaos on earth. Although these stories are not directly present in the Quran, they echo the themes of human corruption and the battle between good and evil. By comparing these texts, we see a recurring theme: that of divine beings, or those perceived as such, coming to earth and influencing human affairs. The Quran, however, remains unaltered and serves as the primary source of guidance for Muslims, while other scriptures have gone through various edits and interpretations over time. In conclusion, the story of Hazrat Nooh and his 950-year mission opens up fascinating possibilities. While the Quran provides a clear narrative about Noah's struggle to guide his people, the addition of ancient texts and carvings brings forth intriguing questions about the presence of extraterrestrial beings and their influence on early human civilizations. Did Nooh face opposition not just from his people, but from otherworldly forces as well? Were there portals that allowed beings from other planets to visit Earth? These questions remain speculative, but they offer a new perspective on ancient religious texts and myths. As we explore these ideas, it is important to stay grounded in our faith and belief in the divine teachings of the Quran. While ancient scriptures and carvings provide valuable insights, the Quran is the ultimate guide for Muslims, unaltered and preserved through time. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past and the unknown. If you enjoyed this exploration, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on ancient mysteries and alien theories. Until next time, keep questioning and keep seeking the truth. Disclaimer: the ideas and theories presented in this video are speculative and intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. While we reference religious scriptures and ancient texts, interpretations are provided within a theoretical framework and should not be taken as definitive religious teachings. The Quran remains the primary source for understanding Islamic teachings, and any speculative discussion is meant to encourage curiosity and critical thinking, not to challenge or undermine religious beliefs.